This is going to be a good week. We're ripping apart the first car that's actually for a customer, a 1970 Chevelle. This will be the owner's manual. Not going to need that anymore. This week is kind of a good week because we got 3 highlighted LS builds. The Chevelle that we're working on number 1 and number 2. An Impala that we just did an LS swap on. I was wrong, it's actually 4. I don't know, we'll just LS swap the world just this week. We do other work, trust me. Stay with it, it's gonna be a good week. Come on, check it out. All right, everybody can get back to work now, Jeff. It's all good, thanks. Look at it, we're all the way in the back. It's like break time when we start the video. It's gonna be a good week. Oh yeah, like, subscribe, do the bell thing. Follow us, follow me. Whoa.
I got a break, so I grabbed the roll.
It's not break time, we're filming time. All right, come on, bye Pete.
Noise on the set.
Get out. That's the last time that one's gonna drive for a while, right? Today's a big deal, you know why? It's the first day we get to jump into car number 2. This is our first one that's actually getting sold, and it is car number 2. These cars are numbered. It's really good they're numbered because this guy's got number 2. Cool cat, Colorado Springs, flying out and driving it home. It's getting white stripes, a white vinyl top, and a white interior. It's gonna be like a dreamsicle. For him, his dreamsicle come true. How cool is that, man? We're gonna build it, we're jumping in pretty soon. Didn't even finish 1 yet, on to 2. Okay, so it is dark outside, and we have now got the car in position to get it up in the air to start draining the fluids. It's day 1 of your build, Bill. You know who I'm talking to. Oh yeah, that is gonna be the ultimate dreamsicle. It's getting late. I had to take one last look and see how good this car actually is. Check that out. Our kill switch right here. We've been going to the battery and disconnecting it. And there's been a kill switch right there. I like it. Now I know it's disconnected. And the fender wells look good. This is good. This is great. And we got a floor pan repair here. The seating that's been put together. I'll take that all out of there. Frame's real nice shape. Got another repair over here. Got to address all that stuff. Looks like part of grandma's wig is in there. When you see stuff like that, you know it's not a real professional shop that did it. Matching orange conduit. Nothing we can't handle. All in all, really, really clean. As I recall, because I did buy it. Great place to start, man. Really, great place to start. It's gonna be awesome.
We're gonna see if it comes out, but we're not gonna do it. Yep, down my armpit this thing. I think that was it. I think whatever went down my back to my crack is done. It's just enough. Sounds empty. Alright, I gotta go get a trans jack or something. $14 bolts that hold this. I think I have 4 baggies of bolts for the bumper.
All right, Jeff, ready to pull hood?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
There you go. Alright, this way, that way, the other way.
It's a good day. Jumping deeper into build number 2, which is really cart sale number 1. Front end comes off and then we'll split that body apart. That's what's gotta happen. That's the next move. Hey, don't put pressure on me.
Not one smile.
You're about to hear a loud noise. So I'm waiting for it. That's better. Yeah. You want to take this? Yeah.
You got it.
I did, but
You got it. You got it. Oh, he's gonna get hurt. You want to film that? That one's going on YouTube.
How long did it take?
Well, you saw it.
3 minutes?
Oh,
4?
3/4 of a second.
All right, Jeff, give it a bump. Let's see what she does. That's too easy. Oh, hold on, Jeff. No. Yeah, something good on this side, Jeff.
All right, going up.
Going up. That's a
Stand
good
back,
thing.
just in case there's a tragic event.
It's gonna be fine. It's all good. All right. Stay tuned. Like, subscribe, do that stuff. We're gonna get to work. Peace. Wow. Glass. I think it's very important that you have a conceal and carry. Let me show you mine. It's an air gun. Let's unwrap this thing. I'll show you that beautiful LS3 we put in here. Not going all at once here. Wait till you see this motor. Oh, this is like Christmas. You get to actually enjoy looking at all the hard work that's gone into this bad boy. Can you see the motor yet? 500 ponies, 500 horsepower, and a 63 F85? Are you kidding me? Oh yeah, it's not making too big a mess now. Can you see the motor yet, Murph? You can't see it? Oh, that'll be good. Here it comes. Oh. Sweet Melissa. Isn't that pretty? Now that's a thing, right? The ultimate grandma grocery getter. 4-door. Oh yeah.
Forbidden donut.
What's up, big money? I got Max there waiting for you. What's up?
Is there a possibility? I need an oil change.
Oh, sure.
Can I get right away?
Yeah, absolutely. I'll take her on back for you.
Okay.
Come on, you want to
He's
wait?
ready.
Yeah, just wait up here.
All right.
I can take his car around back so I get the oil change real quick. I've been waiting to get my hands on this car for a while. He says it's fast. We'll see. First, you know what I like for breakfast? Coffee and donuts.
So you like donuts, eh?
What are you doing? Holy crap! I got to warm it up before I change the oil. Oh my God! This thing's awesome! Oh, this is awesome! Hey, you might need tires.
You just wanted an oil change?
Just an oil change.
Got an oil slick?
Well, shazam, ain't that a pretty truck? Actually, it is a pretty truck. It's a 1960 Willies that we built for this girl named Shawnee. Actually kind of lives local. She's had it at a different shop for quite a while. Spent a lot of money having it get ready for paint, and they had a diesel motor in it, and it was just not functional. She brought it to us because she got really frustrated where she was at, and she was looking for a solution. We're like, well, let's take a look, see what you got. So we looked under the hood, shut it, and said, you're gonna need more than you think. We took that car down to the bones again. Did a lot of beautiful fab work for the interior, the exterior. Ended up putting the LS3 motor in there. It is gorgeous, it is pretty, it is straight, and it is Synergy Green, which is the color she wanted. What do you guys think? Ain't she sexy? Johnny, what is this?
Lost the cap.
You know, I'm sticking it far enough and just light it. Like
Yeah,
a big
I
bolt
know.
off cocktail.
Probably not the best idea.
Here, we'll
but
just-
that's
let's
all
put
I
it-
could do. It was better than that's better than my grandson putting a toy in there.
That's true.
So, you know, so.
This is a cool build, a 1960 Willies that we built for that lady, Shawnee. It's a great customer of ours. She comes back to us because she lives kind of local, and I like to look over the truck and look at the different work and the things that we've done on it. Made some improvements as we go because this is a very customized truck, right? In front, we got the LS3, that's the 495 horsepower GM crate motor. Behind that, 4L60E, that's the electric version. And then this is the GM, light style GM transfer case you can find in a later model GM pickup truck, you know, wherever, suburban, right? But anyways, that whole drive line had to be knit back into this thing. So the custom cross members we made, we actually boxed the channel, the chassis itself. And then the weight of the motor on this thing was very unique. So after we scaled it, we realized it had these huge leaf springs in it, and we put it all together, and you jump on the car, and it'd be like, and I'm like, that ain't gonna drive good. So it took a bit of driving tuning behind the wheel on this thing to get it actually where we wanted it. So we took a bunch of leaves out of it, and then we actually shortened the pitman up. Let me show you up front. Gotta get the lifts out of it here. All right, see the disc brakes up front? Willies didn't come with no disc brakes, obviously, so we had to figure out the brake configuration. And then this is a stabilizer that we put on it because these little short wheelbase vehicles want to jump, you know, like a short wheelbases want to go. So anyways, put the stabilizer, but then one cool thing we did is we took the OEM steering box and I actually shortened the pitman arm. So we found another pitman arm that was made up to that steering box to make it shorter. Why would you do that? Because now your steering ratio actually changes. So as you make your rate of change and you're driving the vehicle, it won't feel quite as jumpy. So there's a rack opinion has a ratio to 1. This one has a tighter ratio now. So you got the pitman arm that's been shortened. You've got the upgraded disc brakes up front. Obviously you can see the trans cooler is there. It took a lot of engineering to actually make this beautiful Jeep run and drive and be enjoyable. It wasn't about just building the car. It was about the drive tuning behind the scenes. So she comes in, she lives relatively local. Honestly, a great customer. Now, let me look, let me see what's going on. I'll drive it, I might change something. When you have this type of a build, when it's just like the one-off stuff like this, it can take a while to actually get it right. And like I said, great customer. We really like this lady. I'm probably gonna have me build something else, you know, because that's how people roll, right? Anyways, this is what we do at the side, other than just Chevelles. We build beautiful cars like this 1960 Willies. It's cool. So let's check in with Dave and see how the engine swap's going on that 1965 Impala. Also, he's working on simultaneously that 1960 Land Rover.
No. Walking away.
What's the guy's name that stole Christmas? I'm from the IRS and I'm here to help. We do more than LS swaps, trust me. We got a Land Rover right over there we're working on where we're gonna actually, that one's a pain in the butt. I'll tell you about it if you want to know. But anyways, this one came in with a 327 and a turbo 350. Feel plain Jane, nice looking car, cool, right? And he's seen all the work that we do. He's like, all right, I want to LS swap this bad boy. So GM must love us. You know what? I should get tax credits for fuel economy, right? We got these beautiful cars. This thing probably came in getting 10 miles to the gallon. It's going to leave getting like 22, 24. Where's my tax credit? I want tax credit for that stuff. Let's go. This guy should at least get the tax credit. Anyways, here's an LS3. We like the 495 horsepower, the standard 495 horsepower. We actually went with the L60E in here, and the reason we did that, now the 80 is stronger than the 60, but we went with the 60 in a built one. The reason we did that is because you don't have to modify the trans tunnel in this car to get the L60 in there. So you can beef up the L60 in there rather than the 80. Does that make sense? 80's bigger, stronger, but you can get upgrades in the L60E and not have to modify the trans. So it's kind of cool. Also, the rear end in this thing, I was going looking for the gear ratio and it was like a 323, I think, if I remember right. Anyways, it's got a problem. It's got an open rear end. That means it does not have a posi. So with 500 horsepower and it actually being constant, this guy would do 80 and hit the gas. You could probably burn the tire, the right rear tire off of it if you wanted to. Anyways, another thing that we enjoy doing here at the shop. It's been here about a week, maybe a week and a half, and I got to do some rewiring, address a couple other different issues. It'll be a nice ride. So, like I said, you have hot rods and muscle cars, man. That's what you love about Studio Hot Rods. It's cool. And he's a grumpy and a kind of comfy. My name's Harold, and I like to irritate Dave. Got it from another dealer locally that intended on putting it in a 60 Land Rover, like Series 2, I think they're called, like this one right here. Yes, we work on Land Rovers. We do a lot of vintage service. Actually, this guy brought me this car to sell, and it needed an engine in it. I put it up as it was, and then the new buyer wanted to find a motor, so we actually hooked them up with a guy locally that had a motor with a 4.3 liter, which is a GM motor that's actually very commonly used in the old Land Rovers. Anyways, this is supposed to bolt up. We did a leak down test on it. We did a compression test on it. Actually did pretty well. Cleaned it up. So it's been pre-run before it actually goes in the car. This is the expensive piece, right?
Yeah, it is.
Wow, we got this with the motor?
Yeah.
We've done good. So basically this bolts to the back of the motor, so the new transmission will bolt up to that. So after you pre-fit it, get it together, just gotta do a final drive shaft length measurement. And then get a drive shaft made. Then you're done. It's actually pretty cool. Lots of this stuff exists. You don't have to make it. It's out there.
Your master cylinder mounts here, and your slave is a mechanical unit in here. And for their vehicles, they're left and right-hand drives.
Oh.
Right? So we've had to convert to the other side, which they make this unit, but it doesn't bolt to this pattern.
So that's kind of a unique thing. We've got a 1960 Land Rover that a guy brought us that he put a lot of money into, ended up at another shop, and then actually Greg, because we were interested in helping him get it sold, found an engine and transmission.
Out of one of them.
Out of one of them.
Yeah, but that was actually a right-hand drive vehicle.
Oh, really?
But I found out later on with the setup that they had, it only would have worked if it was right-handed. Ours is left-hand drive for the States.
That's why we got this issue.
So that's why we have to convert it to a different style.
Land Rovers.
Piece of cakes.
Can you read Chinese? This is a new digital control panel for the relay top. Beyond my pay grade or what? Oh, it's glued and screwed and tattooed. Who does that, Murph? Who glues a box like that? Jerks. Jerks, I tell you. Why? This baby is going to be good. If I drop it, I'm in big trouble. Look at this. A new, ooh, sweet. A new set of digital smart relays to run the power top on the Lincoln before it gets the Bear Jackson. Can't show up, have a top not work. They're notorious for having problems. So all you gotta do is wire this bad boy in. So this bad boy replaces that panel that goes right in here. Isn't that cool? So rather than the old conventional relays like this, which is really kind of a pain in the butt, but we're gonna have to hustle, we're gonna have to hustle to get this thing done because it's gotta ship next week. There's a lot of work to do, and not a lot of time to do it. Anyways, next week is gonna be a really good week. We're jumping back into the 69 and the 70 Chevelle. I'm gonna show you all the mechanical interfaces that we put together. So I make them as sub-assemblies, kits. Basically, I'll show you next week. It's where the fuse panel and the relay boards and the Dakota digital is all stacked up in one component that is pre-made that goes in the firewall. It gets complicated, but it's really cool. So if you guys want to see how to build a cool Chevelle, just take a good look at that video. I'll show you. What else are you showing me?
Oh, it's upside down.
We're also going after the John Wick build. That's been a real pain in the back. It looks like we're gonna have to move the alternator because it is so tight. The Coyote motors are just huge. Barely fits in that engine bay. We're gonna have to like relocate the alternator because with the combination of the Detroit speed in the front and the Coyote motor that we put in there, the alternator's got no home. A car without an alternator is not a car. It is electric. What we call Tesla. And we're looking for Chevelles. Guess what? We need more Chevelles. If you got a Chevelle you want to sell or you're interested in it, send us a message. Send us like or go to studiohotrods.com and send us an email. It's right on there on our website. We're looking for Chevelles. Looking for Chevelles. Looking for Chevelles.